J Drone here. This is my first flight with the Phantom 3 Standard. It is super windy out here. And as you can see, I didn't do an auto takeoff. I did arm it myself, down and out. We'll arm it and get you ready to go. Right away, extremely smooth. The GPS lock on this, as you can see, it's sitting there. You can hear the wind. It's really windy out here. It's not moving. If anything, it's just slightly stuttering, barely to the right, and then locking back again. But look at this, man. I don't suggest you getting this close to the bird. Definitely not that close. Just because these propellers will cut you open, I promise you that. There's videos of them showing people dropping fruit on them, it flying through panes of glass and whatnot. This is not a toy. In all intents and purposes, it's my new toy. But as far as a new flyer or somebody not familiar with these drones, don't put your face near these blades like I just did. That's not very smart thing to do. I did it for the view for you. That way you could see exactly what it looks like up close, because not many people are going to do that, and I am very careful when I do that. Hear those motors? That's a sweet sound. Connectivity from the controller to the drone. I'm really not pushing the limits here because I'm not flying FPV, so to speak. I'm not flying off my monitor I have here. I'm trying to keep an eye on the drone, see how it's flying, see what type of responsiveness it has, and how quickly it's able to stop, how quickly it's able to turn, and it's able to do these things really, really well. Stop on a dime, turn on a dime. Again, there's really close look at it. Again, I don't suggest you doing that. I'm doing that for you, the viewer. Be safe. Definitely want to be safe with something with as much motor power as this has. And as you can see, you can barely see it there. This thing's rated to go well past my eyesight. But we're not going to take it there today. We will definitely get used to it. Again, this was my first flight. As you can see, I'm referring to the screen here, seeing what it's seeing. We'll definitely get used to this drone. We'll definitely do some testing and try to take it out just by visual perception of the pad that I'm using. And again, tilting my head down and see what it's seeing. The camera on this is phenomenal. The gimbal on it is phenomenal. You can hear the wind here. You can see that I'm really not cruising with this. I'm kind of flying it like I would with the toy grade, kind of racing it around and whatnot. And the footage that I got off this didn't skip a beat. There was zero jello in it. There was zero shake in it. And for what I put it through, that most people probably won't. Most people are going to either take this straight out if they're going to do a range test, or they're going to use it for filming and kind of have a nice, easy flight. I wanted to test it. I wanted to make sure the flyability of this is what I wanted it to be, and it's actually surpassed what I wanted it to be. I really can't explain what I mean by that. You'd have to get one in your hands and compare it to what you've flown before. But here, it's just sitting, boom, gone. I'm not sure what type of speed this is rated to. My fastest drone is the Alcenma. That's rated for some high speeds. This is cooking. This is right there, if not better than the Alcenma as far as speed goes. Other than that, no other drone I have can compare to this as far as the flyability, the camera on it, the gimbal, the connectivity. Look, I'm buzzing around, I'm taking sharp turns, and here we're going to shoot this straight up in the sky, and I'm going to give you a look at the unedited view of what the camera sees. And excuse the kind of the blinking in my resolution here. My camera's trying to adjust, and going light to dark, it's kind of hard. Have a look. That's a small town that I live in. And if you look off center to the right, you'll start to see the number 8, which is back there, which is a body of water. And I'm going to take it up a little bit higher here. I was trying to retrieve the flight information. I don't quite know how to do that yet. When I do figure that out, I'll let you know how to do that. That way I could see how high I was. I don't think I was that high, but I'm not sure. And as you can see behind that body of water, you can see things moving. That's the interstate back there. Video quality from, I guess, what you would say long distance and short view is excellent. There's no clouds in the corners. There's no clouds on the bottom. There are clouds up top because there's clouds up top. But as far as like visual distortion, there's none to be spoken of. And there you can see how high I have it. And again, this is my first flight. I'm not pushing the limits with this, but I did want to fully test it. And you can hear that wind just buzzing, man. It's windy. And you can still hear those motors with that all the way up there. It's like a light hum. My one friend Joey from Drone Days, he did suggest that I kind of condition the battery where fully charge it, burn halfway through it, end of flight, which is what I'm going to do here. That's why I constantly keep bringing it down. I'm actually looking at the battery monitor, not on my screen, but on the drone itself to see what the voltage is, because it has little bars, 1, 2, 3, 4. Once it's at 2, you know you're halfway there, and that's when I'm going to kill it. As you can see, I think we're at like 2.5. I think we got 2 and another one blinking, so we're going to play with this a little bit more. Very windy, bitter day out. It was snowing. I had this prep to go out today, and I figured, no, I'm not going to take it out in snow. Snow stopped despite the cold, despite the wind. I'm out here. I'm enjoying life with this thing. Yeah, let's see if we could do some funnels. Yeah, could do some funnels. Let's tighten them up a little bit, see if we can do some tight funnels. Yeah, this is definitely a flyer, man. All in all, you want to use this for video recording, you want to use it for filming, photography, it's definitely what it's built for. But if you got the need for speed and you want to fly it aggressively, dude, it'll do it. Look. Bye-bye. And the wind, it is windy out here, dude. We're pushing like 11 to 15 mile an hour wind here, and I'm out in the open. There's absolutely nothing blocking this wind whatsoever. And this thing's having 0 issues with it. So wind tolerance is through the roof. Camera is through the roof. Flyability and connectivity from the controller to the drone is through the roof. Guys, I'm J-Drone. This was my first flight with the Phantom 3 Standard. I hope somebody learned something from it. There'll be much more of this that I'll be reviewing, and I'm doing an automatic land. Not automatic, I did that myself by pulling down on the triggers. Take care.